guys, and welcome down to Hofstra University. We are here tonight for Manhattan facing off against the Long Island Rough Riders. We are near the tail end of this USL 2 season. The Rough Riders currently sitting top of the table. They've guaranteed themselves a playoff spot, and if they can get 3 points today, then they will be guaranteed also the bragging rights of being top of the Eastern Conference, the Metropolitan Division. Manhattan Soccer Club, meanwhile, in a much more tight race for the promotion spots. They have FC Motown hot on their tail. They do have a game in hand on Motown, so they could get a win. They could extend a more comfortable gap, but a draw would leave them vulnerable to being caught. So Manhattan definitely coming here for the 3 points. Either way, we are in for a cracking night of football tonight. And advanced apologies in case we have any network drops. We are in a little bit of a weaker Wi-Fi situation down here today. We're going to do the best we can with it, but we may have 1 or 2 drops, so apologies in advance for that. But let's come back to this field now. You can see we've got a lovely sunset behind those stands. And I'm feeling in a very sunset happy mood, wearing my England shirt after England making their first ever final in about 55 years. Fully expecting it will be the only one in my lifetime, so relishing that we made that one. But we're going to have a championship game of our own of sorts here tonight between the Rough Riders and Man Soccer Club. And the Rough Riders, their form coming in here is mixed. They lost a few weeks ago against FC Motown. That's the only game they've lost this season. They then beat bottom place Westchester Flames, but it was a much tighter game than they would have liked. In that game, KANG though scored an absolutely phenomenal upper 90 strike, and that does remind me we've got goal of the month that's going to be shown at halftime, so definitely stay tuned in, guys, for our halftime show. And then just this Saturday, the Rough Riders drew 2-2 against Cedar Stars, who are also up there in the title battle. But that point for the Rough Riders moved them ever so close to securing that first spot, and did guarantee them a spot in the USL 2 conference. Manhattan Soccer Club are in worse form right now. They come in having lost 2 in a row. They lost against the Red Bulls and Copa, both difficult teams. But they need to get themselves back to winning ways if they're going to secure themselves into the postseason. We see the Rough Riders doing their final team huddle, and then we shall have the walkout. There we have both teams lining up, getting ready for their walkout. And out they walk, the 2 teams battling out at the top of the Metropolitan Division. And we're in the final week of regular season, with much still to play for Manhattan Soccer Club in terms of trying to secure that top 3 finish in a playoff spot, and the Rough Riders looking to get that #1 spot guaranteed. And as we have these teams lining up, let's have a look at our Rough Riders starting lineup. We have in goal, number 1, Samuel Lin. We have at the back, Hamas Akakamp, the big man, alongside Aaron Dent Garcia and Thiensen, who got himself another goal on the weekend. And those three, such a strong foundation for the Rough Riders. At the left back, we've got top scorer Nicholas Rosler, who's played all over the field for the Rough Riders this season, but he's going to be at the left wing back this season, this game even. At right wing back, we're going to have Matthew Sloan, also a very versatile player for them. He's played centre forwards, centre midfield. He's going to be at that right wing back today. ALBERTO DIAZ is going to be sitting in front of that back three. And Joseph Sanchez and Albert KANG, such a clever duo in the middle. We have Mauro Bravo, who's been such an injection of energy in the Rough Riders front line. Still looking, he got his first goal a week ago, but he was looking for more on the score sheet, always looking to make things happen. Definitely one to watch tonight. And alongside him, another firecracker, Max Rogers. So much pace between that front two. They're going to cause a lot of trouble for that back line, you'd feel like. And there is the Rough Riders starting 11, playing in the 5-3-2 or the 3-5-2, however you'd want to see it. But they're a team that's very hard to break down, only conceded 5 goals this season. And let's have a look at their bench. We have number 12, Ethan Lochner, and Galen Flynn back in the squad after being away for personal reasons. We have number 18, Nicholas Petridis, who got a great assist the last time we saw them. Charlie Laluda is called back to the squad. We have number 21, Ethan Speed, the backup, Eddie Speed even, the backup goalkeeper, number 22, Ethan Wood, and finally, number 25, Dylan Middlebrook. As Mauro Bravo puts down the ball. And let's see what these teams have in store for us in this Wednesday night kickoff. The referee just waiting, I suppose, for the time to hit 8, but there it is, and we're off and underway. The Rough Riders in the white and Manhattan Soccer Club in the red. And what do these two teams have in store for us tonight at the top of the Metropolitan Division? Is it going to Sanchez? Sanchez to Bravo, who I said has so much energy. He's gone for an early crack there, and it wasn't too far away from Rogers. Mabura caught it but couldn't keep hold of it. It's going to be a very early corner for the Rough Riders. And the Manhattan Soccer Club are leaving 2 attacking players up there. Very brave against the Rough Riders with their threat from the set piece, and it's sent in, and Akakamp gets the head on it, and it fell back to Thiensen, who the centre back has 2 goals to his name already this season. And that was a good chance for a third. Just snatched at it a little bit, and Manhattan Soccer Club escape, conceding in the first minute. And that one's sent up long towards Cisse. And Cisse, a real danger man for the Manhattan Soccer Club. He's got himself 5 goals and 4 assists this season. And it's going to be quite a match-up against that Rough Riders defence, which, as I said, does not concede a lot of goals historically. Thiensen giving it to Rosler. Rosler coming for that one, looking in behind for Bravo. And Martin came over to deal with it. Rosler gives into Bravo. Back to KANG. KANG was looking for the switch to SLOAN, couldn't find him. And it's going to be cleared out towards Sands. Thiensen gathering it and very coolly knocking it back towards the Lin. Diaz. He's looking long for Bravo. Martin getting his head on it, but only as far as Rosler. Rosler and still going with it. He's coming into the box. Manhattan players being very careful as it goes into that area, and it's going to be forced out for another Rough Riders corner. And they've started well, the home team. And Sanchez will take this corner.
In between.
And what can Sanchez deliver? And it's sent in towards the front post, and it's bounced around, and Diaz, sorry, Dent Garcia even again snatched it a little bit. And Rogers.
Well done, Aaron!
Dent Garcia closing that one down well, and it's going to be a throw-in for Rough Riders, and the first opportunity for Matthew SLOAN to unleash his throw-in.
We cannot be 2v2.
And again, Manhattan Soccer Club leaving two up there. Very interesting. Most teams the Rough Riders have faced have put everyone back when the Rough Riders have had these sort of set-piece situations, given the height of the Rough Riders. It's headed across by Diaz and wasn't too far away from Rosler. And a full back to Bravo, who got under that. I don't think that's even going to reach the goal. But it might fall back to Rosler, and Bravo is back around it. It didn't sit to watch the pass, but a little bit sloppy from Rosler. It's going to be a Manhattan throw.
Aaron, go right. Aaron, right.
And Martin's been caught in it, and it's in with Kang. Back at Rosler, and Kang gives it to Diaz, and Diaz looking for Bravo, and Bravo almost with a lovely touch in behind a Martin, and Martin was alert to it. It's going to be a third corner for the Rough Riders in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Go and attack it!
Sanchez will be on to take it. Fortunately, we have a rather big pillar. Not too much we can do about it.
Nicholas, do 10!
Sanchez whipping that one in, the keeper. Mabura getting a punch in it, and Bravo just stopping that counter-attack. McQueen gives that into Sands, and it's a lovely touch by Sands onto Thompson, and Thompson is going to slip through Cisse, and Cisse is offside. But Manhattan showing for the first time the threat they carry. That was a very fast transition forwards. The Rough Riders relieved to see that one called offside on this occasion, but definitely some of those three big centre-backs going to have to be aware of. And Diaz giving it to Rosler. Rosler pokes it down the line to Kang, and Kang, lovely little back heel into Rogers, and Rogers let it run, and it's going to fall to Sanchez, and Sanchez is going to dink it back to Kang. Rogers got absolutely clobbered. The referee's played a good advantage though. Kang is sending it in towards the near post, back with Rosler, and Rogers now back on his feet. And Cisse was looking to flick it to Sands. Alberto Diaz was aware of the threat. Now looking over the top again for Cisse and to unleash that pace. And that one just ran out. McQueen, hopeful ball up, but something the big Appa can't deal with comfortably. Thompson, Giving that to McQueen. Who gives it to Sands. Kang got a first foot on it. That's back with Sands. Russo. Into Thompson. Give it back to McQueen, and Manhattan having their first spell of possession inside of Rough Riders' half. It's played back into Bakayoko. It's cleared out. Bravo did well to get in front of that one. And it's back with Akamp. Looking long over the top towards Rogers, and Rogers got plenty of pace in him. Watched by Stevens. And here's SLOAN. Dane Garcia. Lienson to Akamp, and Elin just urging his defenders to go wide, but he's gone long. Goalkeeper looking up for Bravo. Ramirez got a good head on that one. Mabura sending that one long. Bakayoko always going to be a big disadvantage against Thienson though for the long balls. And Armstrong switches that one well out to Thompson. Ramirez overlapping the winger. And Thompson was given out to Ramirez. Ramirez is going to send that in, but not a good ball. And we'll go out for a Rough Riders goal kick, but the away team showing a bit more spark. There was a Rough Riders all over them in the first couple of minutes. Akamp. Lobo loose, and they're coming forwards again. Intercepted well by Dane Garcia. And SLOAN looking over the top for Rogers. And the keeper, Marabuka, coming out. Mabura even, and Rogers really not far away from that, just a touch off of the keeper's foot.
Well done, Biani.
And Bakayoko got brought down by Thienson, but did enough to just stop the away team breaking away.
Come on, let's go, let's go.
And Kang is looking to cut it back for Rogers. Ramirez just lost out there. And Dane Garcia coming back to SLOAN. Akamp gives it to Thienson. Rosler, and that one's just gone out. Sanchez going to give that into Kang. Rosler looking in behind for Rogers. Kang, back to Rogers.
Come in.
Nice back with Thienson. Akamp.
Casual. Tight to DIAZ, tight to DIAZ.
And Russo giving it back to Maburua. And Maburua just putting his foot through that one. And Thiensen going to give it back to Alin. And Rosa giving it to Diaz. Sanchez. And that's a little bit loose from Sanchez. Couldn't recover it, just about. Hey guys, sorry, we're seeing we're having some connection issues, so unfortunately we have to drop down to 360. If you're just seeing the stream's not properly working, do apologise for that. We're having some issues with the Wi-Fi here. It's not a strong enough connection. So just once this ball goes out, we will go back up. Unfortunately, a little bit lower quality at 360. We're just doing the best we can here. So I'll be back in a moment, guys. Hello, guys. We're back up. We've gone down to 360. Apologise. The internet speed is a bit of a challenge out here, unfortunately. Well, hopefully the 360 will hold up stably. Thank you for those of you who brought it to our attention in the comments. And it's 0-0 still here with the Rough Riders. We are 15 minutes in. And Thiensen gives it back to Akamp. Gives out to SLOAN. And SLOAN driving forwards. Gives out to Bravo, who I know has got some fans watching back in Spain. Hopefully the connection is okay for you guys now. And that was a little bit loose. Then Rosler's going to try and get himself a hold of that. And he's getting good strength there to get it back, Rosler. And Alberto Diaz just sold Akamp a little bit short, and the big German put his foot through that one. And that came off of Roger's arm, and it's going to be called a free kick.
When you get that ball wide tomorrow, keep going. Put yourself in there.
And Rosa couldn't get his hand on that one. Led out by Thiensen. And it's back with Mabura. And McQueen alerts that one. Sands couldn't get the better of Akamp. Akamp, such a big physical presence for that back line of the Rough Riders. And Elin gives it to Akamp. Thiensen. Akamp, and the Rough Riders just looking just to have a bit of this ball and stabilise the game a little bit for them. As I said, they are guaranteed the Rough Riders promotion spot now, but they would love to have that bragging rights of the first place in the conference as well, and to have that guaranteed they would need 3 points. They've got 2 games left, but I'm sure they won't want to wait about. They want to get that 3 points today against Manhattan. Here's Bakayoko. Bakayoko's bringing out the scissors and just looking in for that back post. Couldn't find anyone, and SLOAN gets his head on that one. And Thompson gives it in to Russo. Armstrong. Back to Stevens. And Martin. Bakayoko. And McQueen did well to get a touch on that. And Bakayoko is going to chase that. Akamp reading it well as the gap just appeared behind Rosler. Bakayoko's got a hold of it again though. Bakayoko gives it back to Russo. And switched out to Ramirez. And KANG putting Russo under some heavy pressure. And the referee in the end calling it on Kang, just a little bit too much of Russo for the ref's liking. And Martin goes out to McQueen. Bakayoko was looking for the overlapping Sands. Intercepted. And Martin giving that to Stevens. Stevens looking long out for Bakayoko, and it's a terrific ball out to Bakayoko. And he's going to have Rosler one-on-one here. Looking to get on that left foot. Dinked in, and Dent Garcia was in the right place at the right time. Clearing it out. We're back with Ramirez. And Armstrong gives it to Thompson. Again, Manhattan, well, they were enjoying some pressure in the half. That's going to be a free kick called on Bravo. Bravo doing excellent there just to relieve a bit of pressure off the Rough Riders. And Stevens gives it back to Mabura. Martin back to Mabura. Just puts his foot through that one. Goes forward to Sanchez, who took a good takedown touch, but Thompson was reading it, and they're going to come towards Manhattan. Bakayoko getting on the right, and he's had plenty of the ball in the last couple of minutes, and he's going to drive out Thierston again. His touch just let him down there, though. And Diaz gives it into Rogers. And Rogers came in by, and it's going to be a free kick call on Rogers. And they're coming down this left side. Here's Ramirez. He's looking to feed that across. SLOAN clearing it out. Bravo couldn't bring it down, and it's pressure is a little bit heavy right now on the Rough Riders. Just wanted to get a bit of the ball, and they're going to have the opportunity now. Here comes Rosler, and they're breaking away. He's got Rogers and Bravo ahead of him. He finds Bravo, and Bravo on his left foot. And Martin got himself in the way of that one well. And Ramirez gives it back to Stevens. So they're on Rosler, getting his head on that one. Thierston just clearing it out. And Sands driving forwards, their centre forwards. And Ramirez is going to give it back to Sands. And the number 10 moving into the penalty box. The Rough Riders defence up to the test again. Sanchez looking for direct for Bravo. Bravo wasn't sure which side of him it was. Just giving back out to Ramirez on that left side. Thompson. Bakayoko was just asking for that over the top. And the ball didn't come in time. DIAZ gives it to SLOAN. Then Garcia to Ackerkamp.
Keep the tempo up. Nothing casual.
And then Garcia switches it out to Thiensen. Smash to thread it through to Sanchez in the middle. Sanchez so important to the Rough Riders attacking game. Very composed on the ball, very technical. Got some creativity with him as well. McQueen intercepting that ball. And Rosa is going to toss that in towards Kang. Intercepted comfortably enough. And Martin completes the clearance. And Thiensen just gives it back to Lin. Ackerkamp to DIAZ, and between that back three and DIAZ, there's probably an average height of about 6'1". Very formidable to break down, and all three of them good, all four of them even, all good with their feet as well. And there's someone else good with their feet. Bravo down that corner flag. Gives it back to Rosler. Rosler gives it into DIAZ. He's going to look over the top for SLOAN. It's a good ball to SLOAN, and SLOAN was looking for the first time one across the 6-yard box to Rogers. Intercepted. And that one's going to be called on Joey Sanchez. He came in a little bit late. The referee's just going to give him a talking to. And guys, while you're down, just want to give you a reminder. We've got so much more soccer coming for the rest of this summer and going into full season. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you tuning in to support the teams. And we do apologise for those of you if you're having any Wi-Fi issues. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Both the Wi-Fi and the cell phone signal is just not too strong out here. Which is, hopefully it's not causing too much disruption, but we've dropped down to 360p to make it as smooth as we possibly can at the expense of low quality, and hope that's working. And DIAZ gets a big head on that one. And Sanchez can give it out to Thiensen. Rosler. He's looking in behind for Kang. And wasn't too far ahead of Kang.
Kang's out the game.
Oh, so I'm going to give it to McQueen. Bakayoko is looking for the 1-2 with Sands. DIAZ reading it well. Gives it back to Thiensen. And gives it out to Dent Garcia. Thiensen. And Rosler is going to drive forward, just goes into Kang. Kang's first touch, just let him down a little bit. And Rosler gives that into Bravo. Bravo back to Rosler. And Kang to DIAZ. DIAZ gives out to SLOAN. SLOAN looking hopeful for that one. And guys, I'm seeing we're still having some connections issues, so we're going to try one more solution to try and get this network fixed. We really apologise for this. Hello guys, and we're back, and we have ended up trying to use a mobile phone hotspot, and hopefully that fixes the issue. We really apologise for the inconvenience with this Wi-Fi, as it's whipped in by Sanchez, and the keeper punching that one out. We are about 30 minutes through the game. We're still all tied up at 0-0 right now. And Dent Garcia is going to send that back in, and Sanchez bring down. And guys, please, if you're still having issues with the connection, please let us know in the comments. Really appreciate you let us know. And there's Bravo, who's going to have the strike. Dent Garcia's then going to have the shot, and it's going to fall. And Thiensen gets his 3rd goal of the season. Not bad for a centre-back at all. And it's 2-2 games for Thiensen. And we got that stream back up right in time. And the Rough Riders, if they can get these 3 points, will guarantee themselves that top spot. And even more pleasingly, they've got a crowd here to watch it. We are allowed a crowd at Hofstra. And how can Manhattan Soccer Club react to this? They're only a point above FC Motown at the moment. They're really going to want to win this one to give themselves breathing room. And Rosa looking down the line for Kang. And Kang getting himself a hold of that one. And here's Rogers. SLOAN up on his right, and he finds SLOAN out on that right side. And SLOAN looking for that first-time ball in again. And Mabura wasn't able to salvage it. It's going to be another corner for the Rough Riders. The ball's going to be delivered in towards that back post, and they're all rising, and it's hit the bar! Dent Garcia almost doubling the Rough Riders' lead in the space of a few minutes. He rose well, the German centre-back, and just a thin margin away from really putting the Rough Riders in the driving seat. Brought down by Sanz, and Ramirez is going to look to switch that out for Bakayoko. Rosler watched it well. That's going to come back for a throw-in for Manhattan. McQueen moving into Russo, and Dylan Middlebrook is warming up, preparing to come on for the Rough Riders. Be interested to see who comes, where he slots in. Cisse looking up for Bakayoko, well worked by the Manhattan. Cisse again. And a good recovery tackle there by Ackerkamp. And Roselyn half clearing it, but it's only gone as far as Thompson. Kang applying some good pressure on him though. Thompson doing really well to get it back to his wing back. that goal by Thiensen actually puts him as the Rough Riders' third top scorer this season, or second even, sorry, with 3 goals.
DIAZ, you stay at the 6. You, Joey, and Dylan in front.
And it's Albert KANG making way for Middlebrook. Just a little bit of an injury concern for Albert KANG.
Yeah, no, it was like 2 weeks ago. I went to a cardiologist. They thought I had calcifications. The calcium built up in my artery. But they did a scan. It came out negative.
And Ackerkamp give it to Middlebrook. Out to Rosler. Rosler into Bravo. And DIAZ taking that first time switch. And a great ball out to SLOAN. And Rogers. And SLOAN looking for the direct onto that back post, but just a little bit overhit. We have about 8 minutes left in this first half. The Rough Riders ahead thanks to a 30-minute goal by Bjarne Thiesen.
Yeah, they did a chest x-ray, they did a CAT A, a CAT scan,
Russo, we're giving that to Mabura. Looking long. Intercepted by Dent Garcia. Well worked by Thompson, who's looked very short on the ball there at number 8 so far for Manhattan. Gives it out to Ramirez. And Ramirez driving down that left side. 2 options in the box. He's looking in across, and the internet to deal with it. Bravo. Just looking to cut inside of Thompson, couldn't get around him. Back with McQueen, and Manhattan have definitely had more possession in this first half so far. And Sanchez skipping lovely past Russo and getting brought down by the DM. DIAZ gives it to SLOAN. SLOAN throws it into Rogers. And he's a long way forward to Middlebrook. He's moved into that semi-field and it's whipped across by Rosler. He's looking for Sanchez. And he's won it back again, Rosler. Do well to keep it in. He has. And Rogers lets it run across his body. Gives it to Bravo. And SLOAN hits it. Well, blocked by the defenders. And Thiensen gives it back to SLOAN. And SLOAN send that one back in. He's looking for Sanchez. Couldn't find him. Back with Bravo. And having a good spell at the moment, the Rough Riders. Then Garcia. And Thiensen is falling kindly for Rosler. And Rosler looking to slip in behind Middlebrook. And Middlebrook and Martin come together, and it's Martin who's just had the last touch. It's going to be another Rough Riders corner. The 5th or 6th of the game.
Always Middlebrook, +1, 2. Middlebrook.
And it's going to be Bravo who's going to send this one in.
Wait!
Thiensen joining in that penalty box melee late, and the Rough Riders certainly got the height advantage in that box. And that one's sent in towards front post, cleared out there. And Sands is looking to break away and got himself a free kick off of Rosler. As we're in the final few minutes of this first half. Jensen with a towering leap to win that one. Ballooning around a little bit at the moment, but falling to Rogers. And SLOAN has found Sanchez in a pocket of space behind. But Ramirez read that one well. And it's going back to Alin, the goalkeeper, who hasn't had a save to make yet. But that was not a good pass, and Bakayoko is going to go for it early. He's going to fall to Cisse, and he's got some space, Cisse. He's going to have the shot! And straight out Alin, and that was a real commentator's curse there. Alin did not get a good clearance at all. And Bakayoko was looking to take the shot early, just couldn't get his feet sorted out, but the goal was gaping for a second. And they're looking to slip in Sands, and it's cleared out again by the Rough Riders. But that front Manhattan dirt line looking dangerous. Barrow is going to close that one down. Mabura just getting in ahead of him. And Roger giving that one to Middlebrook. And it's a tussle. And Bravo just couldn't get the touch he was looking for there. And he's looking in behind. There, Thompson couldn't find anyone.
Be smart, wide, be smart! Manage the game, Sam!
And Alin looking long, and Bravo brought it down, but the skipper for Manhattan, Armstrong, was alert to that danger. And guys, we are in the last minute of this first half, and just a reminder, at half-time we're going to have our Goal of the Month nominees for June airing. And I tell you, it is quite a 10 for this month. Some real firecrackers, and we're including 2 from Rough Riders. So definitely stay tuned in for half-time for that one, guys. And we'll be telling more about how to vote for that at half-time as well. It's a good turn by Russo, and he's hit a terrific ball out to Bakayoko. And Bakayoko, with the smart feet, is taken a little bit wide. Gives it back to McQueen. Armstrong. Gives it back to Bakayoko, and he's onside. A lot of white shirts back now. He's going to try and whip it in, but very comfortable for Sanchez. And Middlebrook's going to look for Rogers over the top. Didn't have the control on the pass that was needed though. And that was a lovely feint by Sands, but he went down too easily for the ref's liking. He didn't blow up anything for that. I'm not sure there's any contact with Dent Garcia. And we are into our additional time now for this first half, and there is the half-time whistle. Jensen's goal separating the two sides. And his 3rd of the season, the centre-back. But been a very tight game between these teams. Manhattan looking dangerous as well. Dent Garcia hit the bar for the home side too. But all to play for the second half. So guys, now it is half time. It's time to have a look at the terrific nominees we have for our June Goal of the Month. Potato coming forward, so it gives it to Kang, and Kang's gonna have the strike here. Kang! And what a hit by Albert Kang! You could not get more upper 90 than that! Absolute stunner.
Elizabeth with the shot. What a goal! Another unbelievable effort from Arsenal. Wow!
Great goal, Elizabeth!
It's a really tricky run here, and Borgento could be in. It's Bordenko on the outside. And he'll score!
That's the way you do!
Angelo Bordenka. He's beaten a few defenders. That ball taking a bit of a touch here. An opportunity for Masil, and it's in! Oh, what a strike! Masil take the lead.
Two, but she overran it on the third, and Little Boy gives that to Nunes. Nunes got a bit of space to drive into, and she had the strike, Nunes, and she hit it well, and she fired it in at the back post, and she just needed a glimpse of the goal, Nunes. Let's see what Messi can do this time. And he struck that one well, and what a strike by Messi Sekic, and he is back in the side. And there's an absolutely sensational strike by Sekic. Rocked it into the top corner. Days not over, it's fallen to Aiden, and Aiden strikes it, and Aiden superbly finishes it, brought it down with his chest, and struck it sweetly into that corner. Melina into Toliski, and Toliski back to goal. What can he do with it? Send it back to Petrovic. Petrovic moving into the box. Can he make it do? Back to Toliski, and Toliski has made it to a beautiful interchange between Petrovic and Toliski. Coming away with it. He gives it into Brendan, and Brendan skipped past two players, and he's still going. Brendan, can he make it another one? And what an excellent run by Brendan. Blitzed through three Brooklyn City defenders. And Ferro Savic with his first touch, looking to set it back for Ms. Savic. Vucevic looking forward to Savic. It's through Durovic Savic, and he's finished it. And Durovic Savic, 30 seconds after coming on, has popped up with a goal that could send Sanzak into the promotion playoffs. And there we go, guys. Those are our June Goal of the Months. And we're going to be posting very shortly onto our Instagram. In fact, as we speak, the phone is in my hands, where you can get that vote. Here we go. I'm doing it right now. I should have done it 5 minutes ago, but I was a little bit late. We've been dealing with a lot with the Wi-Fi connection. All right, let's get back off of me, so I don't look too much like a failure. But we're gonna have that up on the Instagram. And the way you vote, guys, every comment, every like for a goal, for a player, counts as a vote. There is no democratic measure of this either. You could vote multiple times. By liking or etc. Hello guys and welcome back. Both teams taking to the fields for this second half. The Rough Riders ahead, thanks to a Bjarni Thiessen goal. But it's been very tight this first half. Manhattan Soccer Club didn't create a clear-cut chance yet, but looked very threatening, particularly the front pair of Sands and Cisse, who have, if you count all their assists and goals, they have 17 between them. They make things happen up there. As I said,
Coming home, yeah?
football's coming home. And you know what? On that note, let's have a look at get the score back. Not yet. Let's have a quick look at our fixtures next Sunday. And you can see first we've got 3 p.m. England versus Italy in the final. Agameinframe just lost out in our bidding rights to get that. Unfortunately, ESPN kept it. Well done to them. But we will have the Long Island Rough Riders women's facing against Lancaster Inferno at 5:30 p.m. and at 8 p.m. we will have the men against FA Euro, and that'll be the final day of regular season. And I'm just praying that England game doesn't go to penalties, because it's going to be very difficult to commentate that first game otherwise.
No, every game I retire. Every game I come, I retire again. I love coaching. I love
And the referee checking his watch. The linesman just doing a quick corner flag check. The Rough Riders are 45 minutes right now from securing all the glory of the top spot in the Metropolitan Division, as Cisse gets us underway again for the second half. And Ramirez looking for a long, hopeful ball. De Garcia gives it to Alberto DIAZ. And Middlebrook, who's got quite a physically imposing frame. Not too tall, but very stocky. Early physical battle there. Just given into Thompson. And Bakayoko, who looked plenty threatening in that first half. Couldn't find the final product, but definitely want to watch in the second half for that Rough Riders defence. Stevens. We'll go back to Mabura. And Mabura with a great ball out to Bakayoko, who just let himself down a bit with his feet. And Thiessen just have got the ball there. And it's given out to SLOAN. And SLOAN looking for the crossfield ball to Rogers. Read by McQueen, but only as far as Rosler. And Rosler giving it to Sanchez, just a fraction ahead of Sanchez. Couldn't bring it in with his first touch. McQueen. And Rosler back with it, and Rosler been so versatile for the Rough Riders this season. He's played in the centre of midfield, he's played wing back, he's played more attacking positions than that, and it comes back from Middlebrook, who probably should have done a little bit better with that. The ball came at him fast, but just couldn't apply that control. The goal opened up for a second for him. Well, the Rough Riders will have a throw-in. And it's going to be another SLOAN special. DIAZ on the front post as always. Sent in towards DIAZ. It's cleared out by Bakayoko. And Middlebrook doing well there to get that to SLOAN. It looks in for Ackerkamp, and Ackerkamp to Bravo. Back to Ackerkamp. And Alberto DIAZ getting onto that left foot, and while blocked by Russo, he's going to go out for a Rough Riders corner though. And Joey Sanchez will deliver this one in. Plenty of white shirts to aim for. Sent towards that middle, and Mabura gathered that one comfortably, and he looks to start a counter-attack quickly. Rogers sliced to that one. Salvaged in the end between Middlebrook and Rosler. Thompson gives it out to Armstrong. He switched it across to Ramirez. Bravo muscled off by Ramirez, and he's still coming forward to left back, and the defence is just opening up a little bit for him. He's going to have the shot, and it's straight at Lynn, who spilt it. Unfortunately for the Rough Riders, there wasn't a red shirt to connect on that. Ramirez was allowed to travel a long way up from that left back position, all the way up into the box from the halfway line. Attack still alive. Here's Thompson on the right. And he's going to send that bound back in. It's going to fall to Cisse, and Lynn with a great spring that time, down low the goalkeeper. But Manhattan knocking on the door early in this second half.
Drive! Look at you, drive! Keep driving.
Sloan looking over the top for Rogers. All by himself, Rogers. And Ramirez just clearing that one out. Bravo's. I'm not sure what's been given. I think the linesman's given a handball on Bravo in the end for that. It might be a throw. It's going to be a throw. Dan Garcia got a big knee on that. It's going to fall for Rogers. And Rogers into Bravo. Maro Bravo. Don't think Middlebrook expected that to come through to him. Rosler gives into Rogers, and back to Rosler. And Rosler's down to that byline. Set back across! And it's split between the white shirts. So lucky there for the Rough Riders. Cisse with a very smart little nutmeg there on Sloan. And the Rough Riders sliced through Manhattan on that left side for a moment. Just couldn't capitalise with the final ball. Brucey gives it to Armstrong. Armstrong up towards Sands. He's got the hulking presence of Ackerkamp on him once again. But Sands is coming forwards on the right side, and he's got past Ackerkamp. Two red shirts in there. He's going to go for himself, Sands! And it's flashed across the face of the goal. And both teams coming out guns blazing in this second half. Just 5 minutes in, but there's been a couple of good chances at both ends. Sands doing very well to escape Ackerkamp. In the end, it went out for a throw-in though from his shot. And Middlebrook brings that one down well. Gives out to Rosler. Rosler looking early for Rogers. He's going to test the pace of Martins, who's absolutely fired it back at his goalkeeper, who just about dealt with it. Mabura. And Ackerkamp gives that back to Lynn. It's a little bit awkward for the goalkeeper though. And Bakayoto is going to close him down. And Lynn couldn't get his foot through it. It's going to go out for a Manhattan throw, and deep inside of the Rough Riders half. Ackerkamp got a good foot on that one.
Thomas, inside. Go inside, Thomas. Inside, good.
And Sloan sending it long towards Bravo.
Grant, cover him. Grant, you cover. Good.
Bravo gives it back to Rosler. And Rosler slips it back to Bravo's onside. Down on the byline. Three Rough Riders up in the box. And it's cleverly dinked it back in towards Bravo. He's still going Bravo, and he's fired that into the side netting. Bravo always making things happen, so lively up there, and very canny in the final third. Ramirez giving it to Thompson. Alberto Diaz just forcing the error from him. Sloan looks long for Rogers. Just about kept in by Ramirez. Sanchez doing well just to force a throw. And another opportunity for Sloan to deliver. And that's Charlie, the Luda, warming up for the Rough Riders. And it looks like we're going to see him join the fray shortly. The three big centre backs of the Rough Riders go up into the box. Sent in long by Sloan towards Diaz. And the foot was taken off with the toe of Sanchez by Armstrong, but it looks like Armstrong might have pulled something. Play goes on. Bakayoko is going to set away Sands, and Rosler recovering really well to read that and giving it back to his goalkeeper. Armstrong still down, and it looks like he pulled up immediately.
Play it down, play it down, play it down. Good, thank you, thank you.
And Sanchez in the end clearing it out, and it looks like Armstrong just pulled up with a hamstring. As soon as he reached out to block that from Sanchez, he immediately reacted.
Hey, yeah, it's coming, guys. On continue, bien joué, on continue, ça va venir.
Guys, while we have this break, just a reminder that Goal of the Month is now live up on our Instagram page. You can head onto the Game in Frame Instagram at Game in Frame to vote for a goal. Every comment that mentions a player's name in that Goal of the Month competition counts the vote. Every like for that comment counts the vote, and best of all, you can vote many times over. We are a 0 rating by the UN democratic standards, because you truly can balance stuff. Whoever makes the most noise will win Goal of the Month June, and we will announce the winner of that on a Sunday during the Long Island Rough Riders men's live stream. We'll be back here at Hofstra. And unfortunately, that's going to be the last that we're going to see, I think, of Armstrong, who looks like he definitely pulled something up in his hamstring. And coming on for him is going to be Coleman Kim even. It looks like Kim is just going to slot into that centre midfield position alongside Thompson. Sanchez got caught up, and there's Sands. Sands trying to evade that pressure from Sanchez. Sanchez getting the better of him though. There's a little tangle between both of them. But no hard play there. They're throwing for the Rough Riders right by their corner flag. And Kim's first touch, he wins a free kick for the Manhattan. In a dangerous position, good crossing spot. And it's going to be the left back Ramirez who's going to send this one in with his left foot. Six Manhattan shirts to aim for up there on right the edge of that box. And sent in by Ramirez towards the back post. That's gone over the whole pack and out harmlessly for a Rough Riders goal kick. And we're just hitting the hour mark. And Galen Flynn also looks like he may be about to come on for the Rough Riders. And Manhattan very unhappy just because Lynn changed the side which she was going to take the goal kick, which side of the 6-yard box. Felt like it's some early time wasting from the Rough Riders keeper. And it's going to be Nicholas Rosler. He's going to make way for Flynn.
Making it back, come on.
And Flynn will go into that left wing back right where Rosler was. Rogers looking to flick onto his partner Bravo. Comes back to Rogers, and Rogers has the snapshot. It was worth the try, well wide in the end, but hit it well enough for the Australian.
Hey, boys, get our shape! Hey, love it. Yeah, Galen, half and half. Yeah, Aaron, I got two. Yeah, go.
Ramirez looking for the nutmeg on Sloan. That's back with the white shirts. Rogers looked over the top for Bravo, couldn't find him. And Russo will switch that out to the right side. LeQueen. Thienson got a foot on that one. Back with the Rough Riders. And after the frenetic pace that started the second half has slowed a little bit. As I say that, it's given loose to Rogers, and here's Sanchez. He's going to drive it back across, but just hesitated. Too long, Sanchez. Gave the Manhattan a chance to recover, and Middlebrook take that shot, but wide again. Diaz getting a big head on that. It's going to fall to Ramirez. Ramirez gives it to Sands. Kim. And well worked, and Cisse is going to find it to Sands. And they're moving through the Rough Riders lines at the moment. Good recovery by Dent Garcia. And Sloan will clear it out. And Rogers with another chance to open up the gas burners. Well watched by Stevens though. Diaz into Middlebrook. Flynn with his first touch. And Flynn, just a freshman, but got a great physical presence already. Speedy, very bulky as Bravo has the shot. Flynn actually, as I said, they took a little bit of a knock. Looks like just an impact injury. But hobbling a little bit gingerly right now, the substitute. Russo. To Stevens, who's going to look for the direct one. Dent Garcia couldn't get his phone at Akamp there to cover for him. And Rosler, sorry, over Sanchez, getting first that one. And Middlebrook battling away, and Middlebrook's come ahead of that one. He's going to give that one out to Flynn on that left side. Sanchez in acres of space. He looks towards Sanchez. But Ramirez recovered, got in front of Sanchez, who for a moment had 2 yards free all around him. And DIAZ there with a clumsy tackle. Got a bit of the ball, but too much of the man, and the referee calling it. And so going to be another change for Manhattan. And it's Kawatka who's coming on for Sands. Kawatka moving into that strike front three alongside of Cisse. That's like got Charlie Luda as well, preparing to come on for the Rough Riders. Who certainly had plenty of experience on that field as they try and hold on to this 1-0 lead. And Flynn headed it back to Lynn. A lot of confidence there because put a bit of pace on that. Didn't want to get the direction wrong with that. Fortunately, got it right. Straight at Lynn. Well worked out there by Manhattan. Russo. Goes it Bakayoko. He's looking for Thompson. But Thompson's first touch just let him down. And we have 25 minutes left in the second half. Still just the one goal to separate these two sides. The Rough Riders, knowing that win will secure them top spot in the Metropolitan Division of the Eastern Conference. Manhattan Soccer Club, knowing that a defeat is going to leave them very vulnerable to falling out of the playoff spots. And it would be really, it's been their recent form that's put them into the situation they find themselves in. They lost their last two, and dropping more points would really leave them open to the teams behind them. And as I said, Motown sitting just 1 point behind Manhattan right now. And Bakayoko looking to switch it out to Ramirez. Ramirez with a bit of space. He's going to drive at SLOAN. Twisting and turning Ramirez, looking for the opportunity. Gives it back to Kim. Kim gives it to Russo. It's a good recovery by DIAZ to dispossess Bakayoko. McQueen just a little bit loose this touch. Going to go back to DIAZ. And McQueen caught Bravo late. Plays allowed to go on. Sanchez. Very casual by Sanchez. And not a good pass at all. And wasted that chance.
Move away, open up, open up.
Thompson. Bakayoko looking over the top for Cisse, and Cisse is offside. Linesman just held his flag until saw him get the touch on it. And Laluda is going to come on for Rogers, who's putting a hard-working shift up there for the Rough Riders. They get too many opportunities in front of goal today. And Manhattan also making another change. And it's McQueen coming off. Looks like Martin moving to right back position. And coming on is Decker. And it's flailed in towards Bravo, and Bravo offside. Flynn beautifully crafted that ball. DIAZ getting a big head on that one. Martins gives it to Kwakwa. And Kwakwa just overrun that one. SLOAN clearing it out. From Manhattan enjoying plenty of possession right now. Kim looking in behind for Martin. Bakayoko to Kim. And Middlebrook got some of the ball but came in behind Kim. And it's going to be a free kick for Manhattan. And that ball sent in towards the back post. And it's going to be a corner kick for Manhattan. 20 minutes left in what has been a very close, enthralling encounter thus far between these two teams. Lots of players up there, and it's sent in towards the back post. I think that might have been Decker's first touch. Got the power he needed on the header, but couldn't keep it down.
Yes.
Russo gives that into Kim. Kim to Kwakwa. Russo looking to escape DIAZ, which is not easy, and DIAZ has come away with that, and it's a 3-on-2 right now. Laluda steaming down that right side. DIAZ is going to give it to Laluda. His touch is just taken in wide. Going to feed it back across, and he couldn't find Bravo. DIAZ turning that ball over in midfield very nearly, creating another open chance, and Laluda not happy with himself. His first touch just took himself low wide. There might have been a window to have a shot. Bravo will send in this corner. And Bravo's going to send that in towards the back post. Back of camp. Just needed an extra 2 inches. And both teams preparing to make another change. Petridis is coming on for the Rough Riders. And Joey Sanchez will make way. And apologies to that, guys, we just had another network drop just for a moment. Nothing too exciting happening in that 30 seconds we were down, thankfully. And we do apologise, we have had some connectivity issues tonight just at the new stadium in Hofstra. We'll be back here on Sunday. We're certainly going to do our very best to work out Have to keep it stable the whole 90 minutes. Here's Decker. Give in to Russo. Bakayoko. Give in to Kim. And Kim looking to skip past, but it's another free kick by Diaz. And the foul's just starting to rack up a little bit from Diaz. Probably not too far away from a yellow card. Kim switches that one out towards Martins. And Martins could not keep that one in. Stevens to Decker, and Decker sending that along. And Kim working his way around well, but Petridis is sub with a good interception, and he's bursting forward, and he's certainly got the space, Petridis, and he's got the speed, and he's still going, Petridis. He's covered about 70 yards, Petridis! And it's a last-ditch tackle by Decker. That stops a super solo goal from Petridis, who won that back inside his own half. And in a matter of seconds was bearing down on the Manhattan goal. Were it not for last-minute heroics by Decker.
We are the only team. When they come, we have plenty of ball goals. Go pick up. Go behind, get me go in front.
And Bravo going to send another one in towards that back post. Again, it's gone over the whole pack, and haven't made the most of their set pieces in the second half of the Rough Riders. Kim switching now to Martin. Martin pushing forward. And he's given that out to Bakayoko. And sent in by a Mike. And he's coming forwards, our Mike again, and on that left foot, crowded out by the white shirts. Petridis will just clear that one to temporarily relieve the pressure off of the Rough Riders. Now looking in behind towards for Thompson, and Thompson has slammed into the fence, which is unfortunately close behind that goal.
Let Charlie! Charlie!
And Aluda getting that one up in the air. And Stevens getting more under that, and the ball just bouncing around like a balloon up in that area right now. And Maro getting sandwiched. And Middlebrook couldn't escape from Kwakwa. Kwakwa finds Bakayoko, who's moved out to that right side, that left side. And he goes into Russo.
Pick up!
The Rough Riders just content to sit deep and let the visitors have it as they try and protect this lead. There's Kim. Gives it out to Martin. And Martin just couldn't get that ball in. Kim's now going to whip it in. And Mike draws a fantastic one-handed save from Lynn, who had to get a very strong hand by that. And Mike's only regret with that one is he couldn't get it into the corner. He got a good connection on it, but for any other in the goal, it would have been a certain equaliser for that distance. But even straight out of Lynn, drawing a good save from the keeper. Danger not passed, sent back in. And Ackerkamp putting a big foot through that one. And Kim escaping from Leluda, and Kim's going to have the shot. Did well just to open up a little opportunity for himself, but snatched at it. And we've got more changes happening. Ethan Lochner is going to come on for Bravo. And Lopez coming on for Thompson.
Tell them to play as a 5, right? You drop into midfield to be the 10. Middlebrook has the ability to pop out. Right? He can go and do them and stay. Tell him to stay as a 5 instead of rotating up with the back with the wing backs. Dylan goes. Okay?
Come on, boys!
Galen, Nico! Hey, Aaron! These two. Wing backs. With you. My ball.
Come in.
Yes!
Middlebrook. Okay, lock on the right.
Petridis tossing that one long. Lochner couldn't bring it down. And Ramirez got caught late by Diaz. I feel like probably he's going to get a yellow card for that, because that's not the first this time tackle. Play lads go on. Ramirez still down. And Kwakwa. And intercepted, and there is the offender Diaz. Is looking out for Leluda, and play's going to go on. Leluda a little bit isolated right now. But he's going to drive out this Manhattan defence, and Leluda's gone onto his left foot, and he's going to have the shot. And not a bad effort by Leluda. Didn't get the right shot in the end, but did well to fashion himself the half yard. And a lovely turn by Mike there to get past Sloan. And Sloan is going to be called back for that one.
You, Sloan, Diaz, Middlebrook on the left. Charlie, you're up there on your own, so just do the two centre backs.
Nico! Lochner in front of you!
And I think the Rough Riders doing what you would call parking the bus now. I think they've got 5 in the back, 4 in midfield with just Leluda from the south. So they are about 8 minutes away from guaranteeing themselves the glory of first place in the Eastern Conference. Of course, the real glory is going to be in the Championship. That's a lovely touch by Leluda, though. And he's certainly going to make an impact, and he's spinning and flicking it over Manhattan players. One too many in the end, but
Press the ball, Dylan! Dylan, up to the ball! Slowly
Martin
slide
looking
it
long.
to Diaz.
off for Lopez. Mike. And no free kick given for the tackle by Theanson, and there's Middlebrook.
Sloan and Diaz, just sit. Nico, you can squeeze forward.
And the Rough Riders just content to leave most of the team back.
You can squeeze a little bit forward when we have the ball. When we don't, just get back in as a 5. Hold on.
We're a 5 at the back with a 4 in midfield. We're playing the left with the 4 right now with Lochner on the right. Hey, Nico, stay. We're a 5. Let Lochner do that. Stay. Put Ethan Lochner on the left of the 4, and you come on the right. Help him out defensively. Yeah. Oh, hey. On set pieces, Middlebrook was picking up. So make sure you pick up.
That's tossed into Leluda. They're going to look to break away the Rough Riders. And Diaz committing another foul. And I have to say, I'm not quite sure how Alberto Diaz has not had a yellow card yet. but he hasn't.
Keep along there. Go left wing.
And the referee is making another change, and it is actually the substitute Middlebrook, who came on about 30 minutes into the first half for Albert KANG, who had a little injury problem. And now Middlebrook making way for Eddie Speed.
Thank you.
5 minutes left of regular time for Manhattan to try and get something out of this game. There's looking route one towards Bakayoko, who's got it. And they're down to 10 men right now, the Manhattan. So Russo, who's limped off, clutching his shoulder. The bench immediately told him to come off. Looks like he might have dislocated something or other. They've got another sub trying to come on. Both teams made about 6 substitutes now. And it's McQuat coming on for the injured Russo. And Stevens is set to the by the Rough Riders. And Sloan set away Ledula. Eddie Speed steaming up in the middle. And he had Lochner up there as well. Still going Ludula, but couldn't find the final product. That's going to be a goal kick for Manhattan. And guys, just a reminder, we're going to have more Rough Riders action. The final day of their regular season, we're going to have both the women and the men. The women are going to be kicking off at 5:30 as they go and search those playoff spots, and the men will be facing off against FAU at 8 PM. We will also be announcing our Goal of the Month winner at 8 PM, as well as, most importantly, England in the European Championship final, the first in 55 years, is going to be kicking off at 3 PM. We tried to get that contract game in frame. Unfortunately, ESPN just nipped us to it. Congratulations to ESPN, but to be sporting, we'll say promote that anyway. But that's some lovely stuff by Manhattan. Let's give him back to Ramirez. Eddie Speed showing lots of energy off that bench. Still with the visitors. Kim. And it's through to Kwakwa. And they're just holding on to it just by Manhattan, but they can't get it out of that corner area. Kim now is going to look to whip it towards that back post. And Martin got ahead on it. Couldn't direct it. And they did test. Elin in the second half. Been forced to make a couple of good saves. The keeper.
Slowly, stay on the left, Charlie. Compete. You and DIAZ pick up second. Lochner, Speed, pick up second.
But they still have managed to get themselves on the score sheet. Manhattan. 2 minutes left of the regular time. We feel like there will probably be a decent amount of added time. There's a couple of injuries in the second half. Plenty of substitution breaks. And Mike bringing it forwards. He's taking onto that right foot. And lots of white shirts around him. The referee not calling anything. But Martin is going to take that on. And just a very positive touch forwards, but just a little bit too positive. It's going to go up for a goal kick. And Manhattan right now leaving themselves in a very precarious position to hang on to that promotion playoff spot. As I said, they are third right now on the table, which is the last spot to make a playoff. But Motown is just 1 point behind them, and this loss leaves them very vulnerable this final week of the USL 2 regular. So Ledula got ahead on that one. Flynn looking back to the Ludela again, who's added a good aerial presence to the front line of the Rough Riders. It's given to Ludela. He's just got Eddie Speed in there right now, and he's tried to wriggle away from Decker. Referee not calling the free kick, which Ludela was looking for. And Lochner got caught late there. DIAZ surrounded by red shirts. And he's kept hold of it somehow or other, DIAZ. And he's still coming, DIAZ. Back onto his left foot, and he's had the shot. And some lovely feet by DIAZ. He's just been berated by his manager to get back. And that's the buzzer for 90 minutes. So we're in stoppage time now. The referee is almost home dry. And Ramirez. Can they fashion one more chance, Manhattan? And we've got 6 minutes of added time. So still is time for Manhattan. Kim. To Martin. And Bakayoko couldn't keep hold of that one. Back to Martin. And he's going to send that one Sloan, clearing it out. And lovely pirouette by Thiensen, the centre back. And Dan Garcia pulled one of those out a couple of weeks ago, and Thiensen didn't want to be outdone by his centre back partner. And Manhattan's complaints about the time wasting carrying to go on. Laluda got whacked on the back of his head. The referee playing on, which he really shouldn't, because Lulula is holding his head. And finally the referee blowing up. Took him far too long.
It's going to take more than 30 seconds.
I think he was just a head-to-head collision there between Ledula and a Manhattan player. Ledula walking off, and guys, just this quick pause. Just want to remind you, we've got Goal of the Month live up on the Instagram, and you can head on there to vote for your favourite goal. Every comment mentioning a goal, every like counts as a vote. So head over to that Instagram once this is finished at Game in Frame. We still have about 4 minutes of the added time to go in the second half. I'm getting ahead on that, and Sloan, who's moved into the centre midfield for Rough Riders, so versatile for them, and he's bringing that one again, and he's going to head straight for that corner flag. I think Sloan.
What the fuck with him, man?
And he's still holding on to it. The bulky frame.
Not that. Fucking run with the fucking guy. What's that?
You can hear any of those explicatives, you can hear the Manhattan coach very unhappy with one of his players for that. Sloan. Sloan falling to the ground now. I think that last sprint I've taken a little bit off of the hamstrings.
Eddie, you and Lochner just pinch into a 3 until he's back on. Get Wide to Diaz, Eddie. Get Lochner in as well.
Let's give it to Ladula, who's one back, another throw. And they're just eating up the time, Rough Riders. Just a minute or two left. There's a lot of added time, 6 minutes added on. But they've shown some good game management in the final stage of this game. It's going to be Manhattan's throw-in. Can they get this ball into the Rough Riders half and find themselves one more goal-scoring chance? And that one had gone out, and our Mike thought it had broken away.
It's okay, Adam. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And Diaz had 2 on him. Kim just about keeping it in.
You got it, Adam. You got it.
Behind!
That's a good ball by Petridis into Lochner. Lochner caught very late, but the referee allowing play to go on is SLOAN. And SLOAN's going to bring it onto his right foot. The red shirt's getting in front of him. It's going back to Lochner. And Lochner losing that one cheaply and maybe giving Manhattan another chance. But Diaz bringing him down, and he's finally going to get a yellow card. And now we've got Bakayoko and Petridis head to head. They had some afters as well. But Diaz finally picking up a yellow card. Looks like Petridis also picking up a yellow. I believe that's the first 2 yellow cards of the game. Manhattan with one last chance right at the death to launch up towards the Rough Rider penalty area. That's going to be Mabura, who hasn't had too much to do in this half, responsible to launch up into the danger area. Everyone forwards for Manhattan and everyone back for Rough Riders as expected. Sent in towards the edge of the penalty area, and it's bounced around and the shot hit, and they've equalised at the death. And it's the centre-back, Decker. It fell for him kindly, but did he take it? And Manhattan have given themselves a little more breathing room in their promotion chase. And the Rough Riders are going to have to wait another game before they can guarantee that top spot. And it's a game of goals by centre-backs. And that was something special by Decker.
Wait, ref. Look at him. Look at him. Take your time.
And we must surely be in the final couple of seconds of this game. The Rough Riders now going to look to try and win this. And Lochner has got it looking to drive in. Back with Manhattan, the referee having another look at his watch. And surely they're not going to go up here and win this now, Manhattan. And that is the full-time whistle. And Manhattan drew it level in the final couple of seconds, and some very disappointed Rough Riders out there. Understandably, they were so close. But all credit to Manhattan. They kept fighting right into the final moments of the game. And Decker got his chance, the centre-back, and absolutely buried it. So it's finished all level here at Hofstra, 1-1. And just a reminder, guys, we're going to have the final games of the regular season on Sunday for both the women's and men's of the Rough Riders. The women are going to be kicking off at 5:30. They'll be facing off against Lancaster Inferno, and then the men at 8 p.m. going to be playing FA Euro. So tune in for that one, guys. And of course, most importantly, even though unfortunately we couldn't get it onto the Game of Frames network, England is going to be playing against Italy in the European Championship final. So consider your entire afternoon booked and sorted for Sunday. There's a gripping contest tonight between these two teams. There's a lot of quality in the field. And in the end, it did come down right to the death. All right, guys, and that just about does it for our USL 2 coverage. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And guys, apologies again for the connection issues we were having a little bit earlier in the game. We're going to do our best to fix those when we're back at Hofstra again on Sunday. And hope you enjoyed that second half. What a gripping encounter it was. And just a reminder about those games we're going to have next Sunday. So definitely stay tuned in for that, guys. And thank you so much, guys, and have a fantastic night.